We'll get started in child's pose. So take the knees a little wider apart, big toes touch, heels fall in opposite directions. As your fingertips reach forward, let your chest melt down, forehead releases. Take a few deep breaths. Lift up the left palm, keep the fingertips down. Thread your right arm underneath, palm is turned up, lower down so the outside of your right shoulder is resting. Turn the head to the left and let the right side of your head relax down. If you want a little more here, walk your left fingertips across to the right edge of your mat, letting your left shoulder roll open. Walk the fingertips back if you took them to the right. Carefully unwind, pausing in child's pose, and then we'll go the other way. Lift up the right palm, thread the left arm through, lower down so your head is turning to the right. Option to keep your right hand where it is or walk your fingertips across to the left. Walk your hand back, unwind, coming back to child's pose, and then lift your hips, find a tabletop. Stacking shoulders right above your wrists, straighten out through the elbows. Now drop your chest between your shoulders, hugging your shoulder blades together, and then push the ground away, spread the shoulder blades apart. So try to keep your elbows straight here, just moving through the shoulder blades. As you continue to do this, maybe feeling some heat, some strength building in the shoulder girdle, down the arms, even into the wrists and the hands. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and soften the elbows. Now take cat and cow. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the hips. Same action happening in the shoulder blades. Feel them glide together toward your spine. Exhale, round your spine, spread the shoulder blades apart. Do that about 3 or 4 more times following your breath. Finding your way back to center, take your right foot, kick it just off the edge of your mat like a kickstand. Rotate your hips so you're facing the long edge of your mat. Shoulder is right above the hand, leg is reaching toward the back edge of your mat. Roll the shoulders open. From here, take your left arm up, sweep it over the ear. And then start to roll your shoulder open like you're taking a backstroke. Open through the chest, sweep the arm across the hip, circle it in front. Do that 2 more times. Return to the side bend and then reverse. You can also do this with your hand on your shoulder, generating the movement from the elbow. Circle it forward, brush across the hip, open behind you, reach it over the ear. 2 more. Return to the side bend, option to lift the left leg, flex through the foot, hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower the foot down, release the knee, and then swing over to the other side. So left shin now will kick just off the edge of your mat. Rotate your hips. Right leg reaches long. Open the chest so that you're square to the long edge of your mat. And then take the right arm up. Take it over the ear. Start to circle it behind you. Open. Brush it in front of the hip. And again, open. One more time this way. Option to bend the elbow. Return to your side bend, pause, and then reverse. Sweep it forward across the hip. Open. 2 more here. Come back to the side bend. Option to lift the right leg, flex the foot. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee down. Return to your hands and knees. Walk your knees back a few inches. Keep your hips stacked above your knees and then walk the hands forward. Chest drops down for puppy pose. This is a deeper stretch for the shoulders, so if it's a little too intense, slide back into child's pose. One more breath here. To come out of this, push down through the palms, lift up underneath the arms, kind of roll yourself up, and then walk your hands back. Once your shoulders are above your wrists, tuck your toes under, lift the knees. Let's come back to downward dog. Keep a bend in the knees. Maybe take some time to pedal through the feet, finding any movement that feels good. If you're moving, come back to stillness. Take an inhale, lift your heels high, shift forward to a high plank. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the legs, push the ground away, downward facing dog. We'll do that 2 more times. Shift forward to a plank, breathe in. Exhale, downward dog. Last time. As you breathe in, shift forward to your plank. You can always drop down to your knees for this. We'll take some scapular push-ups from a plank position. So again, elbows are straight. All you're going to do is drop your chest down, hug the shoulder blades together. Push the ground away, spread the shoulder blades apart. Do that 4 more times. Once you're finished, drop the knees down. Now come back to child's pose. Bring your palms together in a prayer position. Keep the elbows down and then guide your hands behind your head like a little shark fin. Maybe walk your elbows forward an inch and then drop your chest down. Slowly release your hands down, separate the palms, lift your hips, come back to downward dog for just a beat. And then lift your heels high, soften your knees, look forward, travel to the front of your mat. Take a wider forward fold. So take your feet wide apart, bend into the knees, let the head relax down. If you like, interlace your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders away from your ears, keep a bend in the elbows, and then maybe reach your hands away from you. Rinsing through the shoulders, maybe play with dipping one shoulder down and then the other. Relaxing through the head and the neck. Come back to center. You can keep your hands interlaced or release them, and you'll start to roll up to stand. If you're keeping your hands behind you, push the feet down. Let your hands pull you up with a long spine all the way up to stand, and then release. Roll the shoulders up, back and down a few times. Now take the arms out wide. Cross one arm over the other, so I'm taking left on top of right. Bend at the elbows. See if you can hook your elbows. If this is not available, give yourself a hug, wrap your arms around your shoulders, and then you're going to press your shoulder blades down. At the same time, lift your elbows up. Get some mobility there. If you're here, try to lock your forearms together. Maybe wrap your palms around so that the palms are touching. This part does not really matter. We just want to find that locked position. And then, just like our friends here, press your shoulder blades down. At the same time, lift the fingertips up. Feeling that nice opening for the shoulder blades across the upper traps. And then you can just hold this position. You can make little circles with the elbows. Maybe dip your chin toward your chest, hitting more of the upper traps, back of the neck, and breathe. Coming back to center, uncross the arms, open your chest, and then switch sides. So opposite arm on top, either giving yourself a hug, lifting and lowering the elbows from here, or wrap the forearms around, maybe wrap the palms. Press your shoulder blades down while you lift the fingertips up, and then take any movement that you did on the other side. Making your way back to center, uncross the arms, open the chest, and then relax the arms down. Step the feet wide, making your way to warrior two. Right toes are turned out, facing the short edge of your mat. Left toes are facing the long edge. Go ahead and bend into the right knee, keeping this knee in line with the toes. Take your arms out like cactus arms or goalpost arms, hugging your shoulder blades together. Sink deeper into the hips, pressing into the knee, and then push down through both feet as you straighten the leg, bring the arms together in front of you. And again, open out, warrior two, goalpost the arms, press it up. Do that for 3, 2, last one. Open to warrior two, go ahead and extend the arms out. Flip the right palm up, sweep it back to reverse warrior. Option to bend at the elbow, reaching your fingertips between your shoulder blades. Left hand finds the right elbow. Now press your elbow into your hand and press your hand into your elbow. Open through the right shoulder, the right tricep. Maybe lift the gaze up and keep this bend in the right knee. Release, open the arms to warrior two. Lower your right forearm to your thigh, take the left arm up. Bend at the elbow, bring your fingertips to your shoulder. Circle the elbow forward, very similar to what we did earlier. Open it around. Do that 3 more times. Reach the arm overhead. Come back up to warrior two. One more move here. This right leg might be burning. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Keep a bend in the elbows. And then start to dip your chest forward, coming toward the inside of the right leg. Reach the arms behind you. Maybe they go up. Lowering the hips, press into the feet. To come out, push through your feet, let your hands pull you back up. Open to warrior two, straighten the right leg. Let's switch sides. Turning the left foot out, right toes will come in. Find warrior two to begin. And then bend the elbows like cactus arms. From here, rotate the palms down, coming into some internal rotation in the shoulders. Press into both feet. As you straighten the left leg, rotate the palms back up. And then drop it down. For 3, 2, last 1. And then open to warrior 2, extend the arms out. Flip your left palm up, reach it back, reverse warrior. Maybe you bend at the elbow, reaching your left hand behind you. Right hand to left elbow, press them into each other, open through the left chest. Gently release, open to warrior 2. Take your forearm to your thigh, right arm comes up, bend at the elbow, fingertips to shoulder. Circle it forward, up and around. Do that 3 more times. Finish by coming back to a side bend. Come all the way up to warrior 2. Interlace your hands behind your back. Try to interlace in the opposite way. So whatever way feels normal, switch. Roll your shoulders away from your ears, bend into the elbows, dive forward, take the arms up. Try to keep your spine long, not collapsing into the chest or rounding the spine. Press through both feet, reach through the hands, let them pull you back up, warrior 2, and then straighten the left leg. Good. Step or hop the feet together, shake the legs out. We're going to make our way back down to the mat. So come to the front of your mat. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, fold, step back to a high plank. And then drop down to your forearms. Shoulders are right above the elbows. Hands can be parallel, palms flat, or interlace your hands. In either position, try not to let your elbows splay out to the sides. Keep them hugging in close. From here, walk your feet in, piking the hips up, coming to dolphin pose. So it's just like a shorter downward dog from the elbows. Melt the heels down, but be mindful of the hamstrings. Reach your chest to your thighs. You can hold this or make it more dynamic, walking back to your forearm plank and then coming back up to dolphin. You can also take this into dolphin push-up, starting in dolphin and then shifting forward, press it back. So find whichever one is your favorite. We'll hang out here for about 3 more breaths. To release, walk your feet back. Gently lower the knees, drop the hips, pausing in Sphinx pose, opening through the chest and the collarbones. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears, and then lower your chest down, press into your palms, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Sitting tall through your spine, take one arm across, catch it with the opposite arm. Maybe take your gaze to the right. Notice if your shoulder is creeping up into your ear. Try to keep it down. Gently release, open the arms and switch. Take your arm across, catch it, drop the left shoulder down. Gently release, open the arms, open the chest, and then relax. Roll your shoulders up and down just a few times. And release. And that is all for today. Great job. We'll see you next time.